Hi girls, I want to make this video to talk a little bit about the machines, okay? So this is the machine you get on your course right now. And as you guys know, I love this machine. It's great for everything, for the powder brows, for eyeliner, especially for nano blading because it's so light, right? This is a good machine. I pay around $700 at the time, plus I bought the power supply too. That was extra, but this machine is very heavy compared with this one. So what is the difference from having a cheap machine and a good machine? The difference is the good machine, you can work all day long and will always perform well. Will not get hot, nothing will happen, you do just fine. A cheaper machine, it needs a break. I mean, all the machines need a break at some point, right? But this you need a break sooner. So you may feel that's getting overheated, okay? Other thing that happens too is the cable. Every time you need, it's always good to have two cables because the cable always damages before the machine damages. But you have to try to buy a cable that's the most similar to your machine. Like this, for example, see that's like this. Let me show you the cable from this machine. It's totally different. Come here, let's see. It's like this. Okay? This is what goes in the end of the machine. Let's bring back over here. So this will go here, and this will go over there. So see, they're different. So when you buy, you have to try to buy the same. Sometimes Amazon has, or sometimes it's sold out. So in this video, I'm gonna put a link from the website that you can also buy this machine and you can buy the accessories if you need. That's all made, you know, from the same brand. That's Dragon Hawk. Okay, so I have this machine for almost a year, right? I love this machine. I have been working for a long time with this machine. Even you guys, when you guys are here, sometimes you work with my machine too. So it has been lasting for a long time. So 1 year, like, is very good for the price that we pay for the machine, right? Now I just ordered another machine because I am noticing it is getting overheated sometimes. So now that I ordered a second machine for me, what I will do, I will work with my first client with this one. And if I have a second client on that day, I will switch to the other machine. So I will give this one a break. Sometimes, like Noelle told me, she got the cable and she felt that the cable was overheating the machine. Or it could be the power supply too, right? That can happen too. Sometimes they come and they are not the right power supply or the right cable for the machine. That can happen too. Or sometimes they are the correct ones. But everything sometimes can have a problem, right? We don't know until we test it. I had problems with other machines before too. Wasn't overheating, was just that was a machine made on China. So how do I say, you know, like the outlets here was a different voltage. So that damaged my machine when I plug here in our outlets. Even though I bought, how do you call? You know, like those things that you buy for the outlet to change the voltage. For example, this machine that I bought is made in China, but is more sold in Brazil. And the voltage there from the outlets are very different from the voltage here. So even though I bought something to change that voltage, right? I forgot the name now. But you know what I mean. It didn't work. It damaged my machine. So that's it. So sometimes things can happen. What I like to do is when I bought this machine, I bought two cables. One I never used. This one actually never went bad. But I have another one just in case. This, I had never bought a second cable because every time I go on Amazon, it was sold out. But I went on the website now and I bought a second cable. And I also bought the machine too. So now I'm going to have three cables, right? Because the cable does come with the machine too. And I will have two machines. And that's it. So sometimes if they don't work, these machines here, you just go and buy another one because it's so cheap, right? This machine here sometimes does give me problems, and I just send to their, their company, because this one is made in America. So I can send the machine to them and they fix for me. They never charged me anything. I already sent twice. And I got the machine back in less than 2 weeks. If you guys want to invest in a better machine, I would definitely recommend this company because it's made in America. So anytime you have a problem, you can send your machine and they will fix it for you. I will not recommend this machine here that I bought. Why? Because this one is for body art tattoo and for you to do work on the skin of the face as well. They have a newer machine. At my time, the time that I bought this, they didn't have that machine yet. This one calls Axys Valhalla. The other one, I forgot the name now, but it's not Valhalla. It's another name. I'm gonna write on the comments here on the video. And that one is much lighter and is just for work on the skin of the face, not for the body. When I bought this one, I was interested in doing some tattoo work, some tiny tattoos. I'm not interested on that anymore. But that's why I bought this machine, because I was interested in doing that too. But this new version that came up is much lighter than this one. And you can do nanoblading too. This one is not that, when you hear people saying, you can't do nanoblading, it's not that you can't. It's just very difficult. Because a machine like this is amazing to do the nanoblading. It's so light and the needle performs so well because it doesn't shake, doesn't move. This here, the motor, because it's such a good motor, and it is like a lot for body art tattoo, right? So you need something more powerful. It's very hard for the needle to don't shake as much. I mean, we cannot even notice that with our eyes, right? But because it's heavy and because the needle does shake a little bit, it's very hard to make a perfect stroke if you're using the machine to do nanoblading. This one is perfect for everything. Again, $150 machine. This is over $700, right? So it is a price difference, but to be truthful, you do not need this machine or anything similar for now. You can do everything you learn with this one. And when you have the money to invest, if you want to experience with something different, you can. Or you can experience here too when you're training. You can get this machine and practice a little bit with it. You see what I'm saying. In the end of the day, it is a big difference, a machine that's a little heavy. It does hurt our hands. That's why I got this one, because my hand was hurting a lot towards here, the end of the side of my hands. But that's it, guys. So if you're practicing a lot, make sure to give your machine a little break, okay? Or if you can, invest in another one. It's always good to have two, because if anything happened, I mean, if you're here working with me, you're more than welcome if something happened to your machine to use my other machine. But if you're working on your own, right, you're using a place on somebody else's studio, it's good to have two machines, because if anything happened to this machine, you have another machine to finish your client, right? So that's it.